I think that's better for right now. That way I don't have to go back and forth. I think that's better for right now. I think that's better for right now. Post that. Bang. It should be good to go. X is acting up. Okay, there's X right there. There's X. Man, some of my settings and stuff just out of whack, man. Straight up. Some of that stuff just out of whack. Jacory, what's happening? Jacory, what's the deal? My comment stream acting up. But just checking everything, make sure everything is good. You dust this motherfucker off, goddamn. After a few days, this motherfucker ain't even. I've been doing some tests. I just haven't went live. Yeah, I dust this motherfucker off after a few days, then see how it's acting. My bad, y'all. My bad. All right. Well, let's get to it real quick. I did do another that other one. I need to delete that one. Let me see, 14 minutes ago. Delete that. Um, how was y'all? How was y'all? Man, I know y'all had a decent little off days and off days and stuff like that. Curry said, "Ain't nothing, brother. Ain't nothing, brother. I haven't been able to get on your lives in a while. Just had a baby. Congratulations to you and the baby, bro. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. If the people on Facebook and stuff like that, I can't get their comments right now, man. I had a little update. I ain't figured that out. But if you come over to YouTube, that's where, I'll get most of the comments and stuff at. So shout out to my boy Jacory on the baby, man. Baby boy, baby girl. What you got? Good morning, D. It's 11 a.m. in Sacramento, California, and I'm only up because I rock with you, fam. How's everything? Oh, by the way, happy birthday to Suarez. Okay, happy birthday, Suarez. I did not know that. I'm okay, bro. Straight up. Definitely getting ready to look at this slate and, pump some knowledge into our brains and heads and things like that. Let's get to this bread. Mackie. Mackie say, what's up? What's good with everybody? Man, I just had a baby girl. Her name is Journey. Oh man. Man, congratulations on the baby girl, man. Blessed, blessed Journey. Blessed Journey, man. She's got a beautiful journey ahead of herself. What a nice name. What a nice name. What a nice name. Definitely. Um Looking at the weather here, Chicago winds gently in from 5 an hour. So that's I got a few things that I do like in that game. So it is what it is with that situation. Haven't looked at anything else because the pitching was all over the place. So we'll go through it today. But other than that, I mean, Chicago at Pittsburgh, a few spotty showers, chances of something being heavy enough for a delay for that particular shower. ending up over the ballpark are slim. San Diego Padres at Washington, scattered showers and storms right now. Models have some showers early, potential storms late. I think there's some sort of window for baseball between those two things, but I can't time. But I can't time out all the details yet. So we're definitely gonna have to watch and look and wait and stalk. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That situation. Let me see something here. All right. New York and Atlanta, a little cluster of shower storms around early could cause a brief late start or in-game delay, but most likely the outcomes either a full dry game or uninterrupted 9 after a brief late start. Baltimore and Tampa Bay Rays worthy of a pregame radar check, but storms should stay far enough inland not to be a problem. Minnesota, Colorado, some showers around early, a brief late start wouldn't fully shock me. Anything beyond that would. Okay. So, weather, man, we all good. Now, one more thing here. I need to go over here. I need to pin this. Fortunately, man, I'm going to have to, probably gonna have to stop streaming on Facebook because they delete your lives. They delete your live, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's weird. You know, they delete your live. They delete my lives all the time. So I guess whatever, man, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna have to keep it on up with the regular program. So right now I'm only getting chats from YouTube. YouTube right now. Only getting chats from YouTube. Maybe if I click here and maybe I might get able to get a chat here for Facebook. Let me see. If I go over to Facebook, my profile, my program, click on the live stream and maybe pause it. And maybe the comments might roll in. Let's see. Yo. All right. Okay. So, um, first game on the docket, Boston Red Sox, Chicago Cubs. I know you guys probably looked or whatever case may be. What I will do here is start it off with Jackson here. Give me let Jackson cook. Sliding over here to now we got updates here, right? Updates on the site, so that's pretty good there. If I'm not mistaken, maybe my body is a little too big. Maybe I don't know. Right? We'll see. 18, 18, 18, 18, 18. Okay, let's go back to the Cubs game. Chicago Cubs. All right, so I have interest. Damn, this game went down to 7.5, huh? I think it opened at 8.5. I was thinking the over, straight up. I was really thinking the over. We got 5 miles an hour blowing in. I mean, gently. I mean, is that enough to deter this shit? I don't know. Mm, I was thinking the over, but uh, that's very interesting. There, going over to the lefties here, Chicago Cubs, Giolito. Uh, let's go, Ed. Let's go, Ed. Definitely loving Roman Anthony. You like his hits runs and RBIs, Roman Anthony? Hmm. Man, it's been a minute, man. Like, I mean, it ain't been no minute, but damn, man. Well, I feel like I'm too big over here, or something's too big. Is it just me? Let me see. No, is that good? No, I don't know, man. Go back like this, or is my? I'll shrink myself a little bit. Boy, I'm all fucked up right now. Maybe if I shrink myself a little bit and leave it like this, what y'all think? I think that's the way to go. I don't know. Okay. All right. So, uh, just looking at the pitch mix here, right off the back, we're definitely seeing. Definitely seeing Michael Bush, man, and Michael Bush. I like Michael Bush, bro. I like Michael Bush. He looks very good versus this pitch mix. Now we do have updates here, right? So right now, if you put it on auto set on hitter hand change, that means if you click that, then when I switch it to right handers, boom, the pitch mix is gonna always it's gonna already auto populate, right? So the threshold I have it set at is to 10. So at the end of the day here, when I look at the pitch mix here for Giolito, the pitch arsenal, that threshold means 10. Like, so that means he's throwing that curveball 1% of the time. And yeah, I really like Bush Potter. And that threshold for 10 means if this curveball won't show up because he's only throwing it up 1% of the time. So it's just a percentage of pitches that I would like to add into the pitch mix. So anything 9% and under, I don't even add it. Right, I don't even add it. So when I click that pitch mix, it's gonna pop in. There's 50%, there's 29%, and there's 20%. This 1% won't show. If this was 10% or better, it would show, right? And then once I so let's say we have it on 18, the last 18 weeks. Once I pull a pitch mix in, like the pictures or whatever the case may be, and it's gonna auto populate. So once I move the count down to about, let's say, when I bring it down to last 4 months, 4 weeks, I'm sorry, the pitch mix will auto populate as well. So when I go back to Lucas Giolito, well, actually, if I can auto populate his pitch count, right? I mean the weeks or the months, whatever I have this set to, and then it'll auto populate, how he's been, pitching. So so right now, this is the course of the season. He's throwing that fastball 50% of the time. If I bring it in, this could have been an old feature, but I'm just getting it out the way now. So over the course of the season, he was throwing that fastball 50% of the time. Now, it's chipped it off a little bit, right? So the fastball 50% of the time. We remember that curveball was 1%. Now it's 2%, just smaller changes, right? You can tell when a pitcher, makes different changes, in their game or whatever the case may be. But for right now, I ain't gonna mess with that one too much. I'm gonna just leave it right there. Then we have the put away pitch up there, which is the fastball. You can see that right there, and then it is what it is with that situation. Now, the game logs are more crisp now. You know what I'm saying? You got the strikeouts, and then you got the stolen bases in there as well. That's definitely new. Uh, you know, New addition right there. And then we have it. I mean, you have it where when I click on so when I click on the more tab over here, let's go back to the lefties here. Michael Bush. So this is the last 4 weeks. So one thing I can do is I can move from through. I can move through all the lefties right here first and foremost. Just drop the drop down menu, and then I can slide it over. and switch the pitch mix in the arsenal right here, and add in different pitches right here. Now, this is the exit velo logs. This is the hitting game log, so I can see what games, whatever case may be, stolen bases, whatever case may be. That's the hitting game log, and then the pitches, right? So when you select the pitches, what it's going to do is it's gonna give you uh, the pitch breakup here. Um, what he's doing versus that pitch right here, and then you'll have the pitcher's pitch arsenal right here. So this is Giolito, right? This is Giolito, and this would be Michael Bush right here. So you can look right here. Once I click on the more tab, come over here to pitches, and then I can see the comparison right here. So uh, right now, let me see. Go over here to Arsenal. Okay, so you see this fastball, and the pitcher usage is 47%, and he's got 17 at bats with that, 9 hits. He's batting 500, 5 extra bases, 4 bombs, 5 balls launched, 99 extra velo barrel. Everything looks good with that one. Then his second pitch, which would be that changeup he's throwing. He's given up 3 home runs on that changeup. The changeup, 29% at bats, whatever the case may be. He's batting 400 on that, right? 2 extra bases, 2 balls, 2 bombs, whatever the case may be with that. Then the slider, everything broken up, pitch by pitch right here. So you can, just about tell. And this is what? This is the last 4 weeks. And then if I put it back on, push it up to the last, to the full season here, um, let that populate. Then the full season, as you can see on that fastball, he's batting 319, 14 extra base hits, 8 bombs, right? So, 13 balls launched. The barrel rates look good. So he looks good right now, right? So, it is what it is with that situation. And these are ways that you could, look at the pitch mix and stuff like that. Detailed look at each pitch. You can do it this way. You can do it however you want. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's not a wrong way to look at it. I like Michael Bush, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is, right? And then, like I said, I can flip here from Michael Bush to Pete Crow and just get that detailed look at, right here. Bang, you know what I'm saying? Pete Crow looked pretty good, Uh, but the threshold does I see the threshold not applying right here, and that's fine. But the slider, it's looking pretty good. The numbers, you know what I'm saying? More like a Statcast vibe there. So, it is what it is. The home away, all that, you got that right there. Um I can slide to Kyle Tucker there. Um So it is what it is, right? When I really like somebody, I'm still gonna use the other view, this view. When I really really like somebody, then that's when I'll go into details or something like that. Just more different ways to look at things. Of course, I'm kind of concerned with that, but in the end of the day, um, you know, you have to look. I look at the picture too, see if what type of strikeout stuff that pitcher has, and then I what kind of strikeout stuff that pitcher has, and then I'll make my decision, based on if I think that the pitcher, I mean the batter is gonna, and if the pitcher is gonna strike him out, if he got those skills or not. So Giolito does have a 24% K rate, to lefties there. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. He got a 18% K rate to righties. But overall, from this game, I lean towards the over in this game. I like Michael Bush. There's instances where Kyle Tucker looks good most of the time. Pete Crow Armstrong looks good. But I like Michael Bush. I couldn't talk you off neither one of these guys, right? And then, like I said, Suzuki. To keep it long story short, Suzuki he looks pretty good himself. You could also look at a team total for the yeah, Suzuki. You could also look at his team total for the Cubs, something like that. If you don't want to look at the over or something like that, but I was leaning towards the over. I ain't even gonna lie. I was leaning towards the over in this situation. Looking at the righties, so the righties here, Suzuki, he's got 19 extra base hits and 6 bombs. And then Carson Kelly's got 10 bombs and 6 home runs. I mean, 10 extra base hits and 6 bombs there. These two guys here were the guys I was looking at for righties. As of late, Dansby Swanson has been hitting righties. So, you know what I'm saying? This is the only game that I really looked at last night. And I definitely, really wanted to touch on this game. Carson Kelly, as of late, last month, he does have a bomb there, but he's looking pretty good versus his pitch mix. Fly ball is there at 61%. The barrel rate was there. And the ISO, like for Suzuki, his strikeouts are there, but next to that, everything, the average is down, but his power numbers are there, right? So it's like Carson Kelly and Seiya Suzuki. I have interest in those guys. You know what I'm saying? Last 2 weeks here, but we got to see who's going to be in the lineup. Lineup's probably out right now. Dansby Swanson, last 2 weeks he's been hitting 7 for 15. So if you think he can, step right back into that fold, then it is what it is. Suzuki, though, like I said, the strikeouts are there. This is only two weeks sample size. He's only 2 for 11 there. Can he swing it back around? Whatever case may be, maybe we'll see. But we know he has one of those good bats. I think he's got at least 25 home runs in the first half of the season. I believe. I think so. Yeah, I think so. So, I mean, and then the Boston side, I just can't really figure out who that. When I looked at the Boston side, that will push me in the over territory. Like I said, I think this line opened up at 8.5. Uh, you said last time you said Bush name he hit, yeah, for sure. And the scouts knew it. Scouts knew it because when I turned around, that motherfucker was leading off. He looked so good. And I was telling y'all, I was like, man, bro, that motherfucker, he remind me of a babe. Like when we had Schwarber, bro. Like, yeah, he gonna be good. He is good. Actually, at the end of the day, he is good. So we'll see what the lineup's gonna look like. Let me refresh it. Hell yeah, I caught that. I caught that. I that was crazy. I had more people to actually. I liked actually more that game. That game, I liked more people that game, and everybody didn't come through. But I knew Bush was coming through, and Bush is leading off again. Oh my God, Tucker. See with that Cubs lineup. Oh my God, Bregman is back. Look, I have to take the over here, right? So let me take the over here, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Carson Kelly. We just looked at this shit. Carson Kelly. So as of late, Swanson been looking good. Hap, whatever, right? Nico Horner don't strike out. Matt Shaw, he pops up here and there. Carson Kelly, yeah, right? We like Carson Kelly. Then he's behind Pete Crow, Suzuki. So Suzuki been raking this year, man. Suzuki been raking, right? So he's been making it count behind Tucker. So with Bush leading off, that's a super plus, right? I took his hits, runs, and RBIs last night at minus 120. Um, that's plenty. He's going to get more chances than anyone. As long as he don't get pinched, he's going to get more chances than anyone to hit a bomb, right? So, it is what it is, man. I just have, I know he ain't as big as Schwarber. I just got visions of Schwarber when I think about Bush, man, straight up. So, I really like Bush today. Pete Crow, Kyle Tucker, I like Carson Kelly. I like the first five for sure. One, two, three, four, five. I like the first five for sure. On the Boston side, I like this game. I like this game to go over. I'm taking the over just in general, bro. If it doesn't, I mean, you getting it at a better number. Now I didn't jump on the over last night. Yeah, probably so, bro. Probably so for sure. Now I can't take nothing from Lucas Giolito. Giolito has been good as of late, but man, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I'll take an L if it's time for me to take an L, I'll take one. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared of that right now. Giolito, he's been pitching good, right? 6 innings. Six. He went 6 innings, one or better in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games straight. Earned runs in that time span. He's only given up 3 earned runs in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight games. Yeah, right. He's only given up runs in two of his last 6 games. So, we getting ready to face. You getting ready to face. So you definitely want to take that into consideration. In that time span, he's given up more than 4 hits once. The boy been balling. The boy been balling. So it is what it is. You know, you can call it Homer or whatever you want to. Them my cuts for sure, but I'm definitely about to take the over here. So we'll see what's gonna happen. If your offense is hot, this Boston team coming off a hot was hot. You know what I'm saying? They have it, and then they might have the ability to take the game over. You know, at least put up 6, 7 runs, some shit like that. 5, 7, 8. Okay, I'll take the over. I already took the hits, runs, and RBIs for Crow. I mean for Bush. Um, yeah, yeah, yep, for sure. Yep. I feel it. I feel it, bro. I feel it. Um, Now, Bregman, that's one of my favorite bats, man. This guy that's one of my favorite bats, man. Rafaela, let's take a look. Let's do a quick drive by. But when I looked at these guys, now I know Colin Ray, he's pitching his worst to lefties, right? So, you got 297 batting average, 11 bombs there. So there you have that. Taking a look at the lefties here. What is he throwing? Colin Ray. Um, Fastball 50%. Split in curveball. So if I click on William, now I click on William and take a detailed look at what he's been doing, versus that breakup there, right? So that fastball, William Abreu on that fastball, he doesn't hit that motherfucker for we about to get to Meyer right now, about to get to him. So he's not hitting that fastball extremely well for average, but some of his power numbers are there. His power numbers are there in a lot of instances. He's got 9 extra base hits, 6 bombs, and 7 balls launched on that fastball in general there. But these 3 pitches here, the ones I'll be focused on, and yeah. So, he's definitely going to be a hammer and candidate. When you look at when you're looking at Colin Ray here, he's throwing that fastball 50% of the time, which he's giving up 6 bombs. His barrel percentage, everything is in the red there. You know what I'm saying? Especially this is versus a lefty, so it is what it is with that situation. Definitely, William Abreu is in play uh, for a bomb there. So he said one. Okay, so let's go to. I'm gonna show y'all Mayor real quick. Let me see, Mayor and then I'll go to Roman. So Rhea, he's throwing, like I said, he's throwing that fastball 50% of the time. Now Marcelo Maya likes that fastball. Okay, 6 extra base hits, 2 bombs. You know what I'm saying? He's 12 for 34 on that fastball. So it is what it is with that situation, right? He really likes that fastball, and like I said, he's throwing that fastball 50% of the time, followed by a splitter, then a curveball. The splitter, he's only got 1 hit on the splitter, 2 hits on that curveball, which he hadn't seen that curveball much. He does that 1 hit off that splitter was a bomb, and then it is what it is with that situation there. Uh, Now, I have to go back to for his K percentages and stuff like that, but right now, that's what he looks like versus that primary pitch. Mayor likes that primary pitch, and then I can flip it to I'll flip it to Roman Anthony. So Roman Anthony, that fastball, Roman Anthony, not his favorite pitch. He don't hit it that much for average or stuff like that. Uh, he's seen that. He's seen that sinker decently, but Ray is only throwing that sinker 3%, the slider 4%, and the cutter 8%. And those are some of the pitches he's been hitting, right? But this fastball, not his cup of tea, right? So far, right now. So, um, now I'll go back here and I will take a look at. I'll look at the timeline, right? Because I need to figure out how I want to, So Mayer batting 330 on this pitch mix here. Um, where's Roman Anthony? Roman Anthony. So you can go back and fact check and look at things and see how it, what I'm saying, how it playing out. But let's see. So, Roman Anthony, and it's just showing, right? 5 for 26. Same thing we seen. The barrel rate wasn't there. Now he wasn't striking out. Now anybody who's not striking out, anybody who's not striking out can definitely you know, beat, cause some damage. You know what I'm saying? A walk or maybe a tapper, a hit, something like that. But it is what it is, right? So that's where we at with that situation. Jaron Duran, 14 extra base hits, 6 bombs on this pitch mix here. That's of course, over the season there. I could go in and take a detailed look at Jaron Duran and see what he likes. When it comes to looking at the pitches and stuff like that. So he really likes that splitter, right? He's batting 458 on that splitter. 5 extra base hits, 2 home runs. He's gonna want that splitter. It just, that's the numbers reflect to it, right? This slider, he's probably not even going to see this slider. You might not see this sinker because, like I said, he's throwing that fastball. He might mix some of them in, but the dominant pitches he's throwing those that fastball and that splitter. And like I said, the splitter, he likes it. Fastball is meh. He's batting 250 on that fastball on the season. So, it is what it is. Who doesn't like a fastball? So his top 2 pitches, Jaron Durant gets, I can see Jaron Durant likes his top 2 pitches. He's batting 285 on that pitch mix. So it is what it is. As of late, though, I can bring it in. Last month, this team has been hot. A lot of these guys, 5 for whatever. You know what I'm saying? Mayer 7 for 21. Duran 6 for 24. On the road there, I could flick a road switch last month. Kind of get spotty or whatever the case may be, but 2 weeks here. Now, they Yoshida, where's he hitting at? He ain't in the lineup. Okay, he ain't in the lineup. Look at these righties. So Trevor Story, 18 extra base hits, 10 bombs. Rafaela, 18 extra base hits, 5 bombs. Rafaela not striking out. That's really good for him. Uh, Rafaela, he's pretty good on that fastball, bro. Like, man, he's throwing that fastball. So what is he throwing? That fastball 40% to them, to righties. Um, that's about his, highest average there. Uh, so yeah, Rafaela likes that fastball. 40%, 40%. He's throwing that fastball 40%. He's 20 for 59 on that. So that's really good, really good. 9 extra base hits, 3 bombs, 6 balls launched, 14 barrel rate. Um, the next pitch he's throwing is that sinker. I mean that sweeper and that sinker and that slider. Like he's been, he can make contact with all his main pitches. That's 10% or better. He can make contact with that one, with all of them. The sinker, I mean, he's only batting 225 versus that sinker, but I mean, he can make contact with all those pitches, bro. And 3 of his top 4 pitches, he's in the green on. So Rafaela is somebody I'm definitely interested in. Now, Rhea, he's pitching his best versus righty, so you definitely want to take that into consideration. But it is what it is. Bregman is good at baseball. I'll let some of his numbers catch up. We know how good Bregman is. Story, taking a look at Story here. Um, so the top 2 pitches for Story, he just ain't been hitting for average like we want him to. He's got 3 bombs on that sweeper, 1 on that fastball. The rest of these pitches here, when it comes to the sinker and the slider, he look actually like those a little bit better, especially that slider there, where he's got 8 extra base hits, 4 home runs, and 6 balls launched on that slider. I'm gonna take the launch down. I'm gonna take the launch. I'm gonna take the launch down. Right. I'm gonna take the launch down. Boom. I'm gonna take the launch down, right? I took the launch, and you can take down whatever column you want. You can take it out, like at bats, usage, columns, whatever. I just took the balls launched out of there. So, um, yeah. So, let's see here. As of late, though, a lot of these righties, I want to see these guys as of late because that's where they got hot, that's where they got hot at. So as of late, you can see the last month. As of late, last 4 weeks, Trevor Story turned it on, and then this is what helps. The timeline, right? You want to know who's been doing what, who's been sustainable all season long, or when exactly did they get hot? That's why I use. That's why I go by the weeks, right? A lot of people do months. I go by the weeks so I can key in on where I think that team got hot at. And we capping games every day, so we can tell. We can tell. So Story, you know what I'm saying? They start getting hot. Story, Rafaela, Navarez, those boys start getting hot around the last 4 weeks. The last 3 weeks, you know, they've been in the green. The thing about that coming out of that All-Star break, how are they, right? How are things gonna be? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm always skeptical of. The last 2 weeks, though, these boys been looking green, right? And if you think they can keep it up, I'm leaning towards the over, man. If you think they can keep it up, you guys know they've been putting up runs. The competition, I don't the competition that they played though. Yeah, like let's see. So, um, I go to the hitting game log here. They played Tampa Bay. They played Colorado and they played Washington as of late in that time span. So, I mean, you can make a case that you want the strength of schedule. You want to sometimes you want to take that into consideration, but they've been hitting. Hopefully this over smacks. We'll get to a same game parlay for this game a little later here in a little while, a little bit before this game kickoff. I was just gonna come on here and do the Cubs game. I ain't even gonna lie because I was a little bit skeptical of how things are gonna go today, coming out of the All Star game. I just wanted to come on and do a stream for the the Cubs game, but I guess we could just move it on, right? I wasn't planning on betting too hard today on the first day back. So but I kind of glanced at the Chicago White Sox game here. I'll tell you what, the White Sox, um, Bailey Falter's putting his worst to lefties there. So when you're looking at, I'll be looking at who I want to bet on, at least for a hit or something in this situation. I want to bet on. I'm gonna tell you who I want to bet on here. I want to bet on. I forgot the kid's name. I can't pronounce his name. Chicago White Sox. Um, oh, damn, what's the boy name? He's a lefty. It's a righty. Edgar Quero and or now Aquero, what's the name looked okay in sometimes. Now, the White Sox. I don't know, man. They shown ability. The whatever little hits they do get have been okay versus lefties. I was Anthony. Look, Sosa total bases. Leon Sosa, yeah. Sosa. I heard people whispering about Sosa. Heard people whispering about Sosa, right? So I couldn't talk you off of that, you know. But Quero, I want to see where he's at in the lineup. So that's the thing for me. I want to see where these guys are hitting at. Because in this big ballpark here, you might be able to get some extra base hits and stuff like that. Some doubles and stuff might be popping off in this park. And if you don't, if you don't look at your doubles and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, just got to use them for what they worth when it comes to, you know, let's see, battle props here. Those ballparks, man. So looking at home runs here, hits, total bases, hits, runs, and RBIs, runs. Come on now, bases over under, singles, bang, doubles, right? So doubles, man, you getting good money for some doubles and shit, right? So uh, just basically everybody plus 300 or better. So in a big ballpark like this, I definitely want to try to just see who I could fill out for a double or something like that. Michael A. Taylor, he's going to be somebody that if he's in the lineup, you might want to look at. Cuero, like I said, he's batting 462 on his pitch mix. Sosa 250, whatever case may be with that. But let's say Cuero um, pitches. Um, so he's in the green on all the pitches, right? Um, and the fastball, he's giving up 4 bombs on that fastball. The hard hit percentage is there, stuff like that. Isolated power is there on certain pitches. But like I said, the fastball, he's got 3 extra base hits on that. His ISO ain't up that far, whatever the case may be. But when I'm looking for toppers or something like that, hits, runs, and RBIs, I just want to know where he's hitting at, right? Yeah, he has been in the faux hole as of late. So, and just looking at the projected lineup, I just want to say he's going to have to be in the lineup. I'd be shocked if he's not in the lineup, right? So, right now they got Vargas projected to be in that lineup. In that lineup, another guy I was looking at here was, of course, I mean, you got to see who's coming out in the lineup. But Benintendi, bro. I was looking at Benintendi here. Um, Switch over to the lefties here. I was looking at Benintendi, and He's got 10 hits on this here. His ISO is up, 5 extra base hits, 3 bombs, whatever case may be. That's over the course of the season. I can run it in real quick. Now, the last month, he's batting 385 for 13. Okay, the last month, 5 for 13. So that's just somebody I was really looking at, right? Ben Teddy. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at Ben Teddy just to see. It's a lefty lefty matchup here. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is with that situation. And of course, there's a few more of the bats. I just don't want to get lost in this game. Truth be told, I didn't want to get lost in this game, so I kind of like pried my eyes off of this game. Michael A. Taylor, if he happens to be in the lineup, he can hit lefties, for hits or whatever case may be, but not my favorite game. Not my favorite game. On the other side, Cruz was intriguing, bro. He's decent, definitely. On the other side, Cruz was intriguing. Okay, um, he was intriguing, and I'm definitely I'm always interested in Cruz when it comes to that fastball. But um, Cruz, it was more than a fastball here, so that's why it's definitely interesting, right? I always look at Cruz for that fastball. So 16 extra base hits on this pitch mix, 9 bombs, 12% barrel rate there. Now, Cannon. Um, 4 of his bombs come on the road to lefties. He's got a 3.12 batting average to lefties there. So of course he's probably pitching his worst to lefties. Now, so when I click on Cruz here, um, so Cruz, his exit velo, hard hit numbers, and barrel numbers, they always there, right? Now, I'm always looking at him for that fastball. 8 extra base hits, 5 bombs on that fastball. Now, the strikeout numbers, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he should put the strikeout numbers here. I think I don't know. Maybe he should put the strikeout numbers here. Is it a column for that? Maybe he should have put the strikeout numbers here. I don't know. He might have a reason the strikeout numbers aren't there. Maybe I should reach out to him and tell him, hey, maybe he can put the strikeout numbers on the pitch breakup, or maybe not, right? Because I would have to come from here, because we know I would have to come from here and then come over here and look at his strikeout numbers, especially if I'm looking at an individual pitch. So I would have to come over here, take this down, and then add the fastball in there. And for his strikeout numbers, he's got a 31% K rate on that fastball. So I don't know. Maybe it's the reason they're not up there. Whatever. But I always look at Cruz for that fastball. But you know what I'm saying. Going back to where we were was, um, the changeup. Mm, this cutter, this cutter, right? I didn't know he was hitting that cutter like that, and or that sinker, right? So, he's green in it. He's green on it, right? I thought he would be in the green on the fastball, but maybe it's the strikeouts, right? So the cutter and sinker, he likes two of his top pitches, man. So well, one of his top pitches, man. So I don't mind, I don't mind, I don't mind Cruz there. I don't, right? Brian Reynolds can hit, but it's not one of my favorite games. I'm pretty much targeting, bro. Straight up, it's not, right? Not one of my favorite games I'm targeting. For hits and stuff like that, I can see it, right? Cruz is definitely in play. Reynolds is in play. Those guys are in play. On account of Cannon not being that good. But And then, like I said, K percentage for him, like around 20. On the road, K percentage is about 15%. So, and then this ballpark, you can hit some doubles and stuff in this ballpark. So, it is what it is. I'm not too much worried about Cannon striking out folks. So that's another thing. That's another thing there, right? So, uh, you know, I don't know what the number is in this spot here. It might can end up probably end up can get an over spot in that game too. It's sitting at 8.5, so I don't know. The Angels versus Luzardo. Don't know who the Angels going to roll out right now, but I don't know. Um, I think I was thinking about Trout here in this spot. I can do a quick drive by though for sure. They still don't have a pitcher out. Luzardo on the road, right? At home. Luzardo looked pretty good versus lefties. Don't know how many lefties you're going to see. This team has the ability to run out tons of righties. So versus righties here, he's got 289 batting average and 7 home runs. Uh, of those 7 home runs, no, they at home. I'm sorry, they at home. Right. Of those 7 home runs, uh, two of them come at home, but he does have a 293 batting average. Right. So yeah. Mm, let's take a look here. Where is Oh, okay. I ain't set the. Okay. I'm rusty, man. I'm rusty. Lozardo. So Lozardo, he's got a 328 batting average to righties on that fastball. His top two pitches are getting hit in some shape, form, or fashion versus righties. Adele. They got a bunch of righties, bro. Hmm. Cannon is trash. I'm giving Trout a spin simply because he's from Philly. I like his hits run RBIs generally. Bet. It's hard to decipher. It's hard to decipher. Let me see something. Well, you don't see a lot of lefties. I don't see a lot of lefties. That should be wild as hell. Um, historically, Ohapi is a guy that I normally target versus lefties. I ain't even gonna stunt. But you know what though? Say because you can see Ohapi here. especially that fastball. He's 5 for 16 on the fastball. No bombs though. Um, but we could go over here though, right? Let me see something here. Let me scale it up a little bit more. What's up, Tiff? How you doing? What's going on? How you doing? Hopefully all is well. Lefties here, K percentage here, because we got, I don't know if I think I'm a little bit scared. I don't fucking know. Let me see. LA, they number 2 in striking out versus nope. Let me get the lefties up there. They number 1 in striking out versus lefties on the season. I'm all right. All right, getting ready to go to work soon. Get ready to go to work soon. But trying to work out some plays here. Lazardo, going over here to Lazardo here, he's sporting 23% K rate to righties and a 40% K rate to lefties, right? So keep that in mind. So I don't know how many lefties they're going to roll out. I don't know how many lefties going to roll out. But what I'm getting to here is his strikeouts should be in play here, or maybe his outs if you think they can't hit him. I don't know if I'm gonna be scared or something like that to bet on them or whatever the case may be. But over the course of the season, LA they have been number 1 in striking out with an 81 WRC plus. I can go back to the last 30 days. Keep in mind we just had the All-Star break, so that might hinder some time a little bit or whatever the case may be. But they number 4 in striking out, right? And with a 103 WRC plus, meaning they have been showing the ability to hit them, but they have been striking out as well. Lefties. And then the last 14 days here, uh, Los Angeles Angels, number 6 in striking out with a 83 WRC plus, only 79 plate appearances. So, you don't see a lot of lefties like that. So keep in mind, um, even though your bats, it ain't always all about bats, you know, it's not always all about bats, right? Um, Lazardo, looking at his game logs here, he coming off a game with 7 versus San Francisco, with 7 Ks there. He's got 7 Ks in 3 of his last 4 games, and so he has 10K upside. We know that. You know what I'm saying? Has he faced this Angels team this season? Probably not. So I'm getting text messages galore over here. Let me check this out. Hmm. Um. What do we got for him? Angels will be on the road too. What? 8. Okay, 6.5 at minus 130 right now. And 17.5 is pitching outs. Mm. Boy, is that tempting. That's tempting as hell. They tempting me. Pitching outs. Let's see. Mm. Mm. Lozardo. Mm. He's giving up 7 bombs. All his bombs come to righties. He's got 300 batting average to righties at home. That's the kicker there, right? They're gonna throw these righties at his ass today. But like I said, he's got, yeah, versus right hand hitting, he's got 7. We just looked at this though. Yeah, he's got 7 bombs versus righties. 2 of those bombs versus righties coming home. But like I said, he's gonna see some righties today. So can he blow their ass down? That's the thing. Can he strike them out? Right? Nolan Shanul, Moncada, and Gifo. True lefty Nolan Shanul. The rest of these motherfuckers, like this is a projected lineup. You can say he's got 8 projected righties in the lineup. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll have to see. But these strikeout percentages over here, it just looked like, man, he could sit some. He said, look at the K percentages there, man. Look at that. Look at that. Right? All that over here, strikeouts. But as of late, looking at those strikeouts, let's say last 8 weeks, still there. Strikeouts still there. Uh, Last 4 weeks, strikeouts still there. Small sample size, but the K's are still there. Right? We just looked at this. So, um, you know, I mean, that's a you know that's an option, right? Whether you go over or under. Me personally, I probably lean towards the over. I don't know, man. They have to come on out there. But like I said, it could be risky because he's pitching his worst versus righties. We don't have a pitcher out for the Angels right now. And what other game? Padres and the Nationals, bro. Like, so Cease. mm, I don't know what's gonna happen here. Cease. He's got a 30% K rate to righties, 7 bombs. He's got a 27% K rate to lefties, 8 bombs. Soroka's got some K stuff as well. Both of these pitchers got some K stuff. Okay. Cease would be who would be on the road here. Cease would be on the road. San Diego would be on the road. Righties, lefties. Okay. Okay. So this is a right hand pitcher. 20% K rate. What's this? The last 2 weeks? How about the last month? Washington, 20% K rate, 93 WRC plus. I don't know, man. Just Washington, uh, man, I don't know what to say about them. I don't know what to say about them and they bats, man. As a whole, as a whole, I don't know what to say. Cease on the road, it's got 6.2 ERA on the road. Um, Righties. Expect the numbers look good. Hmm. Expect the numbers look good for him. ERA about 4.48. Expect the ERA in the threes. Might be able to turn it around. He might be able to turn it around, right? I don't know if he holds that 6 ERA on the road that long. He might be able to turn it around here. Righties he's been struggling with. San Diego, Washington. I don't really bet on they righties like that. So I'll definitely be looking at the lefties here. Slider and that fastball. He's only throwing 2 pitches, man. So the slider and that fastball. Um, that fastball. Um, James Woods get busy on that fastball. 12 extra base hits, 6 bombs. He likes it there for sure. 23 for 69, batting 333. The slider, he can get up with that slider. Uh, I would like to see what their strikeout percentage is because on these certain pitches because he's got some good K stuff here. So let's take a look at that fastball. So James Wood got 25% K rate on the fastball. As of late, what we working with? Nathaniel Lowe in the red. James Wood. So the last month, James Wood is 1 for 18 on that fastball. Not good as of late, right? With a 65% K rate. I mean, I'm finna come. He probably finna come sit his ass all the way down, right? Or let me see, pitcher props. Uh, Strikeout strong. We get hold up, let me see. Strikeout strong. We get a 5.5 for Cease. It's juiced up, right? Or do we get the outs? What do we get? Uh, hmm. Might be some weather implications there. They don't have the outs up there, but the 5.5 Ks for somebody like him sounds doable. Definitely does. But I guess, right? Um, so, like I said, told myself going forward, I can't rule out my pitching props like that. You know what I'm saying? That always been my bread and butter. I have to keep that in mind, man. I get so mesmerized with these bats, whatever case may be. But interesting. What about the what's that other pitch? The slider, right? He's only throwing two. So Garcia, he likes this slider. James Wood, 29% K rate on that. Nathaniel Lowe strikes the fuck out like that. He strikes out like that, Tenya. Okay. Ruiz. Okay. All right. So these motherfuckers strike out. Mm. Let me see. C's probably gonna hit his K's here. So Nathaniel Lowe's not the best at his top 2 pitches. We've seen that. He was striking out on them. He is 23 for 93 on that fastball, but the K's out there for him. Uh, Wood, same song. As of late, the K's are there for sure. He can get a hold of some of this shit, but as of late, the K's are there for him. I don't know if that's enough for me to not like Cease. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if that's enough for me to not like Cease. Now, as a team, like I said, we can look at some of these strikeout numbers. They Washington had been in the bottom third for a long time, striking out 19% with a 93 WRC plus. So I mean, whatever, right? Last 2 weeks, what was it? Their strikeouts versus righties moving up a little bit, 20.8 with a 75 WRC plus. Like, you know, with the flexibility of things like that, what is his pitching outs? If we feel like, so his pitching outs ain't out. And I would probably have some interest in his pitching outs too. And then, like I said, with DraftKings, they let you shake up pitching outs. They let you put pitching outs, I think, strikeouts and money lines together. So that's something that you could probably look at. It's a wait and see thing for me with these bats. It's a wait and see thing for me with these bats, these Washington bats. Because remember, they wasn't looking, the sexiest, right? It was, they weren't looking the sexiest. James Wood, he could hit a bomb or so, of course, but as of late, they just wasn't looking the sexiest. So versus his pitch mix the last month, I mean, Abrams 7 for 22, Josh Bell 7 for 22, Wood just 2 for 23, like and then a few of these guys had strikeouts right there, so whatever, right? Last 2 weeks versus pitch mix. CJ Abrams, Nathaniel Lowe, and let Nathaniel Lowe strike out. As of late, these guys have been striking out though. CJ Abrams looked like one of those guys you might want to, bet on here and there. And then Josh Bell, I can't get him right, right? He stay green sometimes. I just can't get him right. So whatever, right? It is what it is with that situation. I don't bet on they righties. And on the other side, San Diego side, it's hard for me to decipher, who they are, whatever they is. They at home though. So at home versus lefties, Soroko's got a 25% K rate, 8 bombs, 236 ISO. Versus right-handers, he's pretty good. I mean, 2 home runs, 26% K rate. All his numbers are pretty much down. So he can get busy. He can get busy there. We'll look at the righties for sure right now, right? So, uh, hmm, he's throwing. In fact, let me take a look at his game logs here. He's given up 7 to Boston. Mm, K's 4, 6, 5, 10. Mm, okay. So he's been pretty good to righties. He's got a sinker and a fastball. Okay. Let's bring it in. Machado, a couple bombs as of late. Last 2 weeks, couple bombs. 7 days, whatever. They ain't been playing. So he's pitching his worst to lefties, right? Whatever works, he can give up some power, whatever case may be, to lefties. So what is he throwing? Fastball, 6 bombs on that fastball. The changeup, Slurve been okay. that fastball 45% of the time, you're getting hurt. You're getting hurt on that. Okay. Jackson Merrill, man, what you been doing? Okay, how about as of late, real quick, let's see. 2 bombs as of late, last 2 weeks. 2 home runs in the last 2 weeks. All these motherfuckers averages are down. Boy, wow. Last 7 days. You know what? He had a 2 home run game. That's what it was, wasn't it? Check his exit velo logs. Um, uh, on the 12th, he hit 2 bombs off of Wheeler, and those were fastballs. Okay, okay. So those were fastballs. All right, and um, okay. So let's see something. Exit velo pitches. Soroka's pitching his worst to lefties, right? He just hit two bombs on that fastball, so he might be seeing that fastball. I ain't gonna try to. I ain't gonna try to make something out of that shit. But I'm just saying, right? He's throwing a bad fastball right now. He's giving up 6 bombs on that fastball, and Jackson Merrill coming off a game as of late where he hit 2 bombs on that fastball. So it is what it is with that situation. When I'm looking at Machado and stuff like that, those guys are in play for hits, whatever the case may be. But I was curious. I'm curious about Jackson Merrill with those 2 bombs as of late. We'll see what's gonna happen. Not my favorite game. I do think that what is Cease? I think Cease can get to his outs. I think he can get to his Ks. Probably should be able to. Which one would I take? Would probably be his Ks because uh, I would probably take his Ks. They don't have the outs out. I think it might be weather related, but the strikeouts for Cease, you can get a on the number on different books, or that shit moving up one or the other. Soroka, you could get 4.5 Ks for him at plus money. Soroka, San Diego, they not striking out much, but let me see, San Diego. 18th, 7 days, San Diego. Bottom third, 30 days. Bottom third. I don't know. Not my favorite game. I'm tell you that right now. I do like see strikeouts at probably 5.5 instead of parlay pieces. Get ready to be 6.5 though. Just trying to flip 50 into 2-3K. Dom, so he's trying to fit. So far I like truth be told, I'm just still liking the Cubs, man. I'm still liking this game, the Cubs game, right? I can see Lazardo getting to his Ks. I can see Cease getting to 5.5 Ks. Don't know who's gonna be pitching for the Angels. But the usual suspects on from this Cubs game on both sides. I like them. Bush, my favorite bat. I ain't even finna lie. Bush, my favorite bat there. But I expect that game. I sprinkled on the over, and I took Bush 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Carson Kelly. I like a lot about that Cubs game, but maybe because that little wind blowing in, I just don't. I mean, uh, home run. If I had to take anybody for a home run, it would be Bush from that game for sure. Yep. I ain't gonna lie. Yep. Um, off the back, the San Francisco Giants game here and Toronto. I want to see if I'm gonna want to see if I can keep it going. I'm probably gonna end up taking Toronto money line, and just seeing if I can put a little something with that to get that juice down for that -156. But we'll take a look at it, right? I want to. I still want to be buying in on Toronto. I wasn't done yet, right? They was good to me last month or for the last 30 days or something like that. They've been good to me, bro. I've been seeing the board well with these guys, right? So let's take a look at Toronto here. Verlander, Verlander, man. Oh man, right? These boys better not come out here and let him sit their ass down. But it is what it is for Verlander. Toronto, he hasn't faced Toronto this season. Verlander's been pretty good, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 10 of his 11 games, he's given up 3 runs or less. Athletics just got busy on him. He gave up 6 runs there. But man, you know, got to take pitching into consideration. Um, hmm. He's going to be on the road, right? They're going to be on the road, right? So, versus righties. Hmm. Okay, we'll look at those righties, right? Let me see, Verlander. I don't always look at everybody. Um, I don't always look at the whatever you call that shit, the history for everybody. But Verlander's been around for a while. Springer. That's when Springer was doing his damage. You got to remember that he was doing his damage at home. He's got 2 bombs on him. 6 Ks, 3 Ks for Bichette. Vladdy 1 for 8. We'll see what they do. Um, okay, here it is. On the road. Okay, he's pitching his worst to righties on the road. And what is he throwing? Fastball, slider, truthfully, sweeper and cut, changeup, sweeper and curveball, fastball, slider, huh? At home, George Springer, 28% K rate at home. This the full season though, so I think we're gonna have to get back on George Springer. On George Springer train, because I remember at home, that's when he was getting busy at as of late. So we'll see, right? Um, Matter of fact, let's just bring it on in. Fuck it. George Springer 3 bombs. Schneider at home. Those bombs came at home. I know that. Well, 2 of them did as of late. Okay. Mm, Boba Fett last 2 weeks. That's awesome. Hmm. Mm. Well, George Springer can hit a sweeper, but he ain't gonna probably not gonna see that much. Hmm. That fastball. He might be able to catch that fastball. He's gonna be waiting on it. As you can see, he's throwing that fastball 49% of the time. He's got 4 bombs on the barrel rate is up on it. Isolated power is up. And then here's George Springer versus that fastball, 16 for 64. 250 batting average, isolated power, 9 extra base hits, 5 bombs, 16 barrel rate. So it is what it is, right? Um, Batting 250 on that fastball. Uh, Two bases parlay. I mean, we probably could. I don't really bet bases like that, but we definitely can. I mean, it's gonna be the bats that I like. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely. But Springer is somebody I could definitely look at. Let me see. Bo Bichette is somebody who kind of stuck out as well. Um, Bo Bichette is hitting that slider and he's hitting that fastball. So, and he's hitting that curveball, whatever the case may be. So, he's definitely somebody you could look at for a hit. Uh, Bo Bichette. He's hitting that. Vladdy, another guy, he was automatically a hit hit candidate, but I wouldn't be looking at him for nothing more than that. Um, he tends to get warm and stuff like that, right? So probably Bo Bichette, Springer, Kirk, maybe, but I definitely won't mind those guys for at least a hit. If I had to take one of those guys for a bomb, it would probably be George Springer, but it is what it is. On the lefties there, um, Verlander's giving up 5 bombs to lefties with a 277 batting average. He's got an ERA around 4.5, something like that. On the road, Verlander hasn't given up any bombs to lefties, but he can't get hit by them. So it is what it is with that situation. But yeah, Addison Barr just got 8 bombs on this pitch mix. Don't know what he's throwing. He's throwing that fastball. He's got 4 bombs on that fastball. So whoever's going to be looking for that fastball, he's not pitching it well right now. So uh, you could definitely take a look at Addison Barger here versus his pitches here, his averages and things of that nature. Um, he's got 3 bombs on that fastball, 2 bombs on that slider, and 3 bombs on that changeup. So he's got some bombs on his on 3 of his top pitches there. But that fastball that he's throwing predominantly, he's he's not hitting it for a higher average, not the highest average. I could filter that fastball alone by itself and see the K rates on it. Uh, Bar just got an 18% K rate on that fastball, and it is what it is with that situation. And then the next pitch he was throwing was that slider, I want to say, and it's like uh, Barger probably likes that slider a little bit more, right? So, which was it? The slider. And you can see he lights up green there. 30% K rate there though, but the fly ball is down, 2 bombs, but 9 for 25, not too shabby, right? So it is what it is with that situation. We have what's the total in this game? We have a 8.5 over under in this one here. Uh, the thing about Toronto is the fact that they don't strike out. That's why I like betting on them so much, and they've been prevailing. It's good to catch them right when they were going through their phase. So I did, capitalize on those boys a lot. But not striking out is, pretty cool, right? So bringing it in for these lately. Will Wagner 6 for 12, Jimenez 10 for 26, Luke's 12 for 32, Addison Barger 9 for 41 in the last 4 weeks there. At home, definitely I think they bet better at home. So, it is what it is, that situation. And, last 2 weeks, Nathan Lukes is 6 for 12 with a bomb. One of those bombs come for Addison Barger, and he's 1 for 16 in the last lately. So he's been cold. And guys like Nathan Lukes and Wagner kind of like warmed up on this pitch mix. So Will Wagner hadn't struck out in the last 2 weeks for whatever that's worth. I could push it back again to the last month, and Will Wagner hadn't struck out in that time span either. Um, just some hits. It will probably be some hit parlays for me, if I'm looking at any of those guys. So, it is what it is for that situation. Chris Bassett, on the other hand, is giving up 9 bombs to lefties there. I can flip the script there and switch it to home. He's giving up at home. He's giving up 4 bombs, but he's got a 28% K rate to lefties. And at home to righties, he's giving up 1 bomb with a 25% K rate. So as far as the K rates and things like that, he's been pretty good at home. But 21% K rate, 23. He's averaging about 22% K rate in general. So he's been a little bit better versus righties, lefties. So we could definitely look at the lefties real quick. And Devers. I mean, I probably can't. I have to just wait on. I got to wait on these boys here, right? I done lost money on these motherfuckers, man. I done lost money on them. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to wait on them to get as bad as it sound. I'm gonna have to wait on them to get heated up, man. He's throwing that sinker. He's throwing that cutter, predominantly. I could take a look at some of those bats, but I have to wait on these boys to heat up. Devers been disappointing me. Ramos been disappointing me. It's been wild. It's been weird. But what I can do is I can take a look at these guys in the strikeout category here. So San Francisco, last 30 days. Oh yeah, 21% K rate, 91 WRC plus. Last 2 weeks, I've been seeing their ass striking out the last 2 weeks, I think. Around the same spot. That might have been the last week. Somebody just sat their ass down, straight up. 23% K rate the last week there. So one of those last games they played, somebody went out there and sat their ass down. I ain't even finna lie. On the season, they ranked 13th in K rate. So we'll see what's gonna happen here. So he's not throwing that fastball that much to lefties. 8%. Devers likes that. Sure. Slider. Devers likes that slider. But this sinker and this cutter is not his favorite, right? And these are his top 2 pitches he's throwing. That curveball, he could get busy on that curveball. He's gotten busy on that curveball. But like I said, the top 2 pitches that he's throwing, Devers ain't looking to, he's not too happy about those two pitches there. But I will bring it in as of late. And I just don't, I'm going to flip over to the righties. Bassett's got a 23% K rate to righties. He's been looking good versus righties. Whatever, right? I mean, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? Let's see. Some more. So he's throwing that sinker 54% of the time with a 279 batting average on it. They hitting it, but they ain't hitting it for power. I mean, they only giving up 1 bomb off all his pitches. So that's very interesting there. But he's throwing that sinker 54% of the time. So ISO is not there for him. The barrel's not there for them, but he will hit that sinker. Interesting. Interesting. Ramos, Chapman. Chapman's got 3 bombs on that sinker. Hmm. Not my favorite bats. No, I can ask him. I hadn't asked him. I asked him for bombs. I didn't look at it. I'll ask him for K's. Give me the top pitching props today. Once that load up, I'll go back and look at the bombs. I didn't even look at the bombs. Don't know how I feel about this game though. This offense here. Coming out of the All-Star break, these guys can be whatever, right? But right now, it's not. I don't look like I want to bet on any of these motherfuckers. Tell you the truth. Um, what is Bassett's strikeouts? 5.5 at plus money. Justin Verlander at 3.5, and outs. Bassett at 17.5. Verlander at 15.5. Interesting. Jackson. I'll start from the top. I didn't look at their strikeouts, so I mean at the home run. So Jackson likes Jose Ramirez for a bomb, Randall Rosarina, Kurtz, Judge, of course, Sean Murphy. He's been on one. Dylan Cease over 5.5 Ks. Soroka over 5.5 Ks. Seth Lugo under 2.5 earned runs. Morton under 2.5 earned runs. And Bassett over 5.5 pitcher strikeouts. I mean strikeouts, which I'm looking at right now because I was trying to figure it out. Uh, so I don't know. Bassett does feel like a strikeout candidate today. He's got decent K stuff, but I don't know, right? I don't know what happened to these last 2 games. He had one strikeout there, one strikeout there. Was it some weather concerns? I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe his pitching outs, Bassett. That might be something to look at. Taking a look at his pitching outs here. Let me see. Number sitting at 17.5 for him. He was on a little tear here where he went 7 innings, 7 innings, 6, 6. Then not so much here. Boston tore his ass up. Almost went 7 versus the Yankees. I mean 6 versus Yankees. He had 9 Ks versus the Yankees. He went the White Sox. He got there. One strikeout versus the White Sox. That was weird as fuck. Then 3 innings, three. Maybe there was a weather implications. I don't know, but that one. All right. I'm have to wait on. I'm waiting. I'm have to wait on. They bats, man. San Francisco bats. I'll just be late to the party, but not my favorite game. It'll be Toronto Blue Jays or nothing for me. right? You could also look at player performance doubles and stuff like that, like 3 and 4 Ks, about 4 Ks in the win for maybe 5 Ks in the win. If you like that, that's something that you could also look at, FanDuel, or just building it out yourself. Uh, so New York Mets, Cincinnati Reds, um, over under 7.5 in this one. Let's see what we got. Well, off the back, where they at? Home versus a lefty? Okay. So off the back, I already know I'm gonna have some interest in hmm. I might have some interest in this boy. Lindor. He probably done fell off, but at home versus lefties, he was pretty good. But he just probably done fell off a little bit. Last month he had been hitting a few bombs, I remember. About 300 at home versus lefties. He's actually hitting better at home either way it go. 19 home runs for him. 11 of them come at home. Alonso, probably his best split here versus lefties at home or either on the road. Nope, it was righties. Okay. Mm. If they wasn't hitting lefties the last month. They wasn't hitting lefties that good. The New York Mets. The last month they've been seventh in K rate and 58 WRC plus. I remember that. I remember that. And then you got Lodolo. His best is actually on the road. You know what I'm saying? But he's giving up like 14, 15 bombs to righties. But uh, 14 bombs to righties, 1 bomb to lefties. Uh, on the road, 2.5 ERA at home, 4.17. So he's been pretty good, right? On the road, his K percentage is up 25%. to lefties, 27% to righties. Um, Not too shabby, right? Not too shabby. Let me go back here. What is this? The last 30 days? What about the last 2 weeks there? New York Mets. New York Mets ain't been good versus lefties. We'll see if they can turn that around. But yeah, they ain't been all that versus lefties. Last 2 weeks, Alonso got two hits off this pitch mix. Both of them were bombs. So he's throwing that sinker, curveball, and four seamer. Nemo likes two of those three. He's got eight hits. He's batting 300 on that, and on that sinker, and 300 on that fastball. Nemo. Now he's throwing that curveball 34% of the time. That's probably one of his best pitches there. But so Nemo, huh? Jeff McNeil, Soto, huh? Juan Soto not a big fan of that sinker, which it's his top pitch. Soto's not a big fan of that. Jeff McNeil always been a fastball hitter. Nemo. Nemo 0 for 3. All these motherfuckers 0 for. Jeff McNeil 1 for 1. Mm. All right, well. Monet only pitched one game. Mm. I don't know what to think here. Chamonix only went out there and pitched one game. He's a lefty. Cincinnati versus lefties. 26% K rate, 110 WRC plus. Last 30 days, Cincinnati. Eighth in striking out, 103 WRC plus. Okay, whatever. Let's see. I can't take none of that into consideration. He's threw the fastball and the sweeper. Fastball, sweeper. What about last year? Sinker, changeup, sweeper. Sinker, sweeper. Mm. I'm gonna have to see what he does, man. Fastball was like his least. I mean, last year the fastball, he wasn't even throwing that fastball that much. And he pitched one game this year. He pitched one game this year and threw the fastball a lot and the sweeper. Well, I mean, I don't know about a lot, but what I mean, he threw 65 pitches. He threw 65 pitches. So, mm, and then to lefties, so he must be throwing a fastball now. Just look at that fastball. Mm, how about the right lefties on that fastball? Friedel, 7% K rate, 350 batting average on that fastball, 13 for 37 over the course of the season. Uh, close to 700. I mean, close to 300. Then last 2 weeks, Friedel can hit the fastball. The righties. I don't know, man. Over under 7.5 in this game. I probably would have liked this game a little bit more if it was in Cincinnati. But the way the Mets, what form the Mets been in as of late, they've been not been good versus lefties, right? And if you think Lodolo can go out there and pitch good today, I don't know what area I would like to target him in. Straight up, I mean his strikeouts about what 5.5. What 5.5 at plus money? Don't know if I want to go there. And his pitching outs, uh, something would I would probably want to entertain. I don't know, but his pitching outs is sitting at 17.5 at plus money. The Dolo, like I said, the Dolo, that's a 50% profit boost for 50% profit boost for what do you call that? Bet365 there. So like, I mean, if I'm looking at bats, I mean, if I wanted to do a hit parlay or something like that, I maybe could go in there and get a Nemo and a Friedel like we just looked at. Nemo looked okay. I mean, not saying anybody else can't get no hits, but you know, those are guys that really that pointed out. And there's instances where Lodolo, I mean, Lodolo, I mean, I mean, if you think they're gonna pitch good, he's gonna pitch good, then I would consider some of his pitching props. Um, 3 of his last 5 games, he's went 7 innings there. I got mixed feelings on this case. A little bit scared of this Mets team, but like I said, this Mets team, we know they haven't been hitting good. Lefties good. This is a reset. For some damn reason I'm still scared of the Mets. But like I said, last 30 days versus lefties, the Mets 24.5% K rate with a 58 WRC plus. That's terrible. It's terrible as hell. So that's reflecting. That's why you don't like bats because they ain't been looking good. So that's why the bats ain't been looking. They ain't popping. But Soto's and Alonso's, of course, one swing of the bat, of course they could hit a bomb against the best pitchers. But overall, that's how they've been looking. Man, I'm a little bit scared to go to them right now. The pitching props for Lodolo, but they are in play. That's how I'm gonna look at it. They are in play. Um, Next game here would be I don't know who the advantage goes to. Would the advantage go to the pitcher coming out of the All-Star break? Motherfuckers, I don't know. Probably. Come on, man. Load up for me. All right. Over on the 8 in this got a lot of 8s, man. Of course, that Coors game. Oh, yeah. Got a lot of 8s, man. Ian Hamilton, who is that? JP Sears. Let's see if we can do a little speed reading, man. A lot of 8s, not super sexy for bats, man. Let's see if we can do a little speed reading here. Um, JP Sears. Where they at? On the road. JP Sears, 17 bombs to righties. Of those 17 bombs, 6 of them come on the road. JP Sears, pitching better versus lefties, 26% K rate, 2 home runs. On the road, JP Sears, 22% K rate. You look at these righties. More than likely, they did have J Ram up there, so J Ram might be, a look. J Ram 357, 2 bombs, 6% K rate. So that's interesting there. But let me see, Jose Ramirez. Excuse me. He's hitting pretty much everything that he's throwing out there. I don't know if I'll go to him for a bomb, but I could talk about any hit props for Jose Ramirez. That's not a no-brainer, right? The four-seam fastball, he's throwing at 46% of the time. He's got 290 batting average on it with 6 bombs. Pretty red right there. Um, Jose Ramirez does not have a home run on that fastball. He's got 3 extra base hits and no bombs. So excuse me, hiccups. Angel Martinez is another guy who lit up green. So the fastball. So the fastball, he's got 1 home run on that fastball, 10 for 28. Pretty much hitting that pretty good. So those are the two guys that lit up over the course of the season. But Santana, somebody who historically hit lefties. I don't know how I feel about him, Santana, but not gonna stay here, right? not gonna waste my. I ain't gonna say waste my time, but not gonna. I don't bet on a lot of these guys, bro. Straight up. Flipping it on over here to the Athletics here. Slade Ciccone. Slade Ciccone. Hmm. Gotta take a look at those lefties. 6 bombs for Ciccone. 277 batting average to lefties. Power numbers are there for Ciccone versus these lefties. At home versus lefties, probably a little bit worse, right? 300 here, 300 there. A lot of red there. He's been okay, but the lefties is where you want to target him at. Let's just keep it at that. So it's a lot of green here, right? So I'll flick the away switch here. Lawrence Butler. Okay. We will. I want to see what he's throwing. Fastball, curveball, sinker. Okay. Hmm. How about Kurtz, Butler, Soderstrom. Kurtz. Kurtz. Mm. Kurtz right here. Um, he's throwing that fastball 43% of the time. He's giving up 3 bombs on that fastball. Uh, okay. Kurtz, um, 11 for 31. He likes that fastball. He's got 5 bombs on that fastball. Definitely puts him in play, right? That definitely puts him in play. That definitely puts him in play. Oh shit! Excuse me. That curveball he's throwing secondary, 27%. Kurt does not like it there. He's only 1 for 10 there. And then some of these other ancillary pitches, if he decides to throw them, he could be in some fucking trouble, right? So he would probably want to, he would probably, as a pitcher, he probably would want to, put a little bit more of that curveball on Kurtz. But if Kurtz catches anything else, he pretty much probably will smack the shit out of it, right? So, but they don't have, we don't have a lot of uh, strikeout percentages there. and he does have a 26% K rate, Saucony. So, if you want to look at that fastball individually, just to get some K rates out of it, um, Kurtz 22% K rate on it. Uh, I forgot the other pitches he was doing just that quick, but maybe, just maybe, if we get that strikeout percentage right here, maybe I might have to look into it. We get that strikeout percentage right here. I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I look at it. So who else there? We got no, that's pitch optional. Um Soderstrom, Butler, Soderstrom likes the fastball as well. 5 bombs, 9 extra base hits. Um, yeah, 3 bombs on that curveball. So how I feel about Verlander outs 15 and a half. Verlander is a fucking crafty veteran, man. But he could definitely, that team is definitely one of the teams that could probably wear him down because they don't strike out much, run the pitch count up on them. So I'm iffy on that. Uh, there was a few lefties that light up green as of late, like Luke's and other guys. I don't know if it was enough bats to me to scare me. Um, I would have wanted Vladdy to turn up green there, but as far as his pitching outs, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. More than likely, I don't know. I don't know because I don't know if I wanted to take their team total. More than likely, if I'm ready to take their team total, I'm definitely ready for them to knock the shit out that pitcher, right? So I just felt like a money line game for me, and I don't know. I couldn't even. I mean, I can't. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Straight up. Um, what about Butler? So Soderstrom looks good, man. Soderstrom looks good. Um, what do we got here? How about bring it on in a little bit? He still can hit it. He still can hit it. Pause. He's still looking okay the last whatever. So it's a decent amount of green there in the area. So I'll put it back up there. Lawrence Butler, Lawrence Butler, LB last month. 5 hits on that fastball the last month. 1 bomb. Butler, Kurtz, Soderstrom. I could if I'm doing same game parlay for hits or something like that. I don't mind those guys, especially considering Saucony's putting his worst versus lefties. I don't know how bad he could let things get, whatever case may be. He's given up 5 hits or better in every game this year except for two. The earned runs for him He's given up more than 3 earned runs once, so that's pretty much been okay. Lately, he's hit the 100. The last 2 games, he's averaging over 100 pitches. The last 2 games, so that's something there. But he hasn't been getting hit. He ain't been giving up a lot of runs like that. He did face this team on the 22nd of June. He went 7. He give up 6 hits there. Uh, he had 3 Ks, no earned runs. Right? Interesting, very interesting. So I don't know how I what I think they're gonna do versus him. Can they get string up a few hits? Probably so. Like I said, he's giving up 5 or 6 hits or better in every game except for 2. So righties. He ain't giving up. He ain't gave up a ton of runs though. So keep that keep that in the back of your mind, man. He ain't gave up that many runs. Uh Rooker last month, 19% K rate, 2 home runs, 9 extra base hits. I like it, right? I do. On the road, probably don't look too good on the road. Whatever. Max Muncy, few bombs there. Let me rewind it back. Let's see. Let me see. Last 2 weeks here. Brent Rooker, 8 for 21. Brent Rooker probably getting ready to be cooking. That All Star game shit. 3 for 9. Muncy's 3 for 9. Brooker, 3 of 4 the last week. Okay. Run it back. I want to take a look at Rooker. Rooker likes that slider. He's throwing that slider what? 39% of the time. The fastball. Hmm. Cutter. He's got 3 bombs on that cutter. 3 bombs on that sweeper. But that primary pitch. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like Rooker. Bringing it in lately. Yeah, I like it. It's going into the second half of the season. I like it. I like Rooker, at least for a hit parlay or something like that. You know, I don't mind it. Um, what's his face looked okay too. Muncy looked like he wanted to, look okay. That now Muncy, he's throwing that slider 39% of the time. Muncy's got 3 bombs. Muncy might be the bomb candidate, right? The top 2 pitches, he's got 5 home runs on that fastball, 3 home runs on that slider, right? I don't know. The fastball, the slider, he's throwing pretty good. That fastball's okay. So, what about as of late? Okay. hmm So I don't mind Muncy. Muncy looked like one of the guys I probably would bet on for a home run. Him and Kurtz. Him and Kurtz. We know what Rooker can do. We also know that it just I don't know. I don't know. It just looked like those guys were the guys for home runs. I ain't finna stunt. Kurtz and Muncy. Look at Rooker. So yeah, man. I like some of those guys there, man. Straight up. Uh like I said, flip the lefties there. Um, Kurt's barrel rate is up there. Okay. Kurt's barrel rate is up there. I like if I'm betting on bombs, man, I would like those two guys, right? Kurtz. But I also like I like a I like a few what's the line? What's the line? Plus 108 with the athletics. Over under 8. Where we at? 215. Damn. 2 hours and 15 minutes, man. That's a lot, bro. Course, y'all know is bombs away in course. Luis Castillo, Tyler Glass now, Quinn Priester, Brendan Fott, Andre Palante. Mm. I think I want to narrow this down to one or two more games, man. We got over under 11 in this Minnesota Twins game. Don't you know what that game is going to be, right? You know that's Coors Field, man. So numbers going to be inflated. Home run numbers going to be down, and it's going to be run city in there. Um, whenever I come out here and I do a stream, and I don't be able to finish the games, trust and believe those games. A lot of those games pop off, right? Um, let's just see what I can do. Come on. Royals, Miami. Oh shit! What time is it? Wait. Oh yeah, we got an hour for the game. Come on. I gotta run up here to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Like right back. What up, though? Damn, my fault. Man, this cold as hell in my basement. I just don't understand. What the hell? All right. So look, what we was looking at, Kansas City. Let's see what we can do, man. Let's speed through this shit. South Lugo giving up 8 bombs. Sandy, lefties. What is it? Miami. Okay. Lugo. Stowers. Hicks. Hicks and Stowers. Let's see. Damn. It's a lot of green there. That motherfucker just hit 3 home runs. That was crazy as hell, wasn't it? What's up? What's up, J Mac? What's the deal? What's going on? Straight up, that motherfucker just hit 3 bombs. Sinker. He throwing a lot of shit, man. That's crazy. All right, let's put it in. Styles look good. Gotta be able to look at the strikeouts and stuff like that. I'm gonna see. Let me see if we can get that added in. Okay. Yeah, Stowers, bro. 2 weeks. Stowers. Okay. 6 for 11, 2 bombs. Stowers last week, 4 for 5. Stowers. Sanchez, Edwards. Lugo pitches worse to lefties. It's got 11 home runs. On the road, 255 ISO, 245 batting average, 20% K rate. Not too much worried about that. And then, a lot of hard hitting stuff like that going on. He could get hit, right? He could get hit by some lefties, whatever the case may be. So, Stowers, 24 extra base hits, 15 bombs on his pitch mix. Let's hopefully have a better second half. But I couldn't talk off. I like his second half. I mean, I like what he's done. The K percentages, that's the thing, though, right? Looking at the dominant pitches, let me see. Um, he doesn't have too many dominant pitches. I don't want to look at that shit. K percentage around 20%, whatever, right? Look at the righties. I also like Hicks and Sanchez. We look at those guys for hit parlays and stuff like that. He's probably throwing a ton of shit to righties too. So to righties, he's throwing the slurve, the slider, the fastball. Look at all these pitches, man. Like, come on, man, cut it out. I do like Stowers though. I do like Stowers. Um, I will look at the last month here, and I mean Otto Lopez, whatever, right? I'm not gonna get too often here. The guys that I usually mess around with is um I always like to bet on Hicks. So long story short, like I say, he's pitching his worst versus lefties, and that's that. Uh, Lugo. Now Miami had been better on the road. Let's see what they're gonna do. Let's see what they're gonna do. here. 6 of his last 7 games, he's had 5 strikeouts or more, and he ain't giving up a ton of runs though. And as of late, the home runs, he went 1, 2, 3, 4 games without giving up a home run. Then he gave up 1 to Seattle. Then he gave up 2 to Pittsburgh. Other than that, he ain't been giving up a lot of runs. So most of his shit is kind of like scattered out. But if you're a lefty, you can get him. Who got him here? Kansas City, in Pittsburgh. Who got him here? Gonzalez and wait, Nick Gonzalez. O'Neal Cruz and Nick Gonzalez. O'Neal Cruz got him for 1 right there. Uh, Miami versus righties. I don't know about the strikeouts, but if he can, if he keeps his control together, give up a bomb here and there, so be it. As long as they don't run it up on him. But Miami, they don't strike out much, right? 124 WRC plus. When was this? The last 30 days? What about at home though? See, at home they ain't better. 97 WRC plus at home last 30 days. But on the road, let's see, on the road, Miami, 144 WRC plus. That's like a whole 50 points better on the road. So they better on the road, point blank. Now, but they at home. So um there's instances where I would look at I don't never look at his strikeouts, but his pitching out sitting at 18 and a half. Seth Lugo. So me, I'm not looking at this Miami team to string up runs on him, but I would look at that hard hitter, lefty. You know what I'm saying? And that's none other than Stowers. Uh, but hits, 4-3, 4-2, 3-2. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying? Hmm. Mm, don't know. I'm not looking for a lot of sparks here. I'll tell you that. Um, so on the flip side here, uh, you got another team that was hitting pretty good on the road here, uh, and that's Kansas City. So Alcantara, it's got a 280 batting average, 290 batting average, 5 bombs to righties, uh, and 7 bombs to lefties. Alcantara, man, come on, man, because I thought that I was thinking my Cubs are probably going to make a run at his ass, but earned runs, man, 6, 5, 7, 3, 2. You know, they thought right here, like okay, 2-0-2. He's starting to figure it out a little bit. Then boom, 7 versus Arizona, 5 versus Milwaukee, 6 versus Cincy. So who are you, motherfucker? Who are you, right? So And then you got Kansas City coming in. So I mean, what, right? So I'm gonna flip it to the righties here. Bobby Witt, Salvi, Witt, last 3 weeks, Furman. A lot of these motherfuckers don't strike out that much. Bobby Witt, Salvi, Furman. Mm. Salvi there. Salvi, he's got 4 bombs on that top pitch of his. Salvador Perez does. He's giving up 1 home run. He's throwing that top pitch sinker 34% of the time. Salvador Perez batting 245, 7 extra base hits for 4 home runs. So he likes that pitch. The fastball is the fastball, right? Man. Uh, Next we got Bobby Witt. And we know who Bobby Witt is. We know what Bobby Witt does. So Bobby Witt is definitely in play, right? He's in play. Who else did they say? Furman. Michael Garcia. Michael Garcia likes that sinker. He's batting 396 on that sinker with 8 extra base hits. He has no home runs on it, but Michael Garcia is somebody you could definitely look at, you know, for a hit, something like that. I like that. Michael Garcia. Michael Garcia's batting 300 on that pitch mix. Furman. As of late, Michael Garcia has been down though, 4 for 28. And Bobby Witt and Salvador were starting to turn it up going into the All Star break. 2 bombs for Salvi, so maybe he's still in that same flow. So we'll see what's going to happen. Bobby Witt Jr. Last 2 weeks batting 462, looking pretty good with 3 bombs. Let's see if what type of second half we're gonna get from Bobby. We know he's in play. We knew that already before we even looked. Flip it over to these lefties. Check out somebody like Pasquantino and the rest of the boys. Cags, what's his name? Caglione, Caglione, however. What he's versus this pitch mix here, he's 123, man. He does have a bomb. That's interesting. On the road, though, that's when they've been a little bit better at. Pasquantino, 7 of his bombs come on the road, 13 extra base hits, 11% K rate. You love to see that, right? You want to see that. Sandy, 7 bombs to lefties, 12% walk rate, 13% K rate. Motherfuckers don't strike out that much here. And the Sierra, whatever, right? So there's instances where these guys they can get into it. They're disciplined hitters. They don't strike out much. See who's going to be in the lineup. Pasquantino, Isbell, Massey. These guys right here off the back, not looking like they strike out with the lower K rates there. But bring it in the last month. What you've done for me, Pasquantino 10 for 36, but not too much power. 4 base hits, but no home runs. So you know what it is with that situation. Last 2 weeks, man. I would only look at those guys for a few hits here and there. Depending on where the lineup's at, Pasquantino could definitely be in play here. If he's hitting around that 3-4 hole or something like that for hits, runs, and RBIs, definitely somebody you can look at there. Looking at the lineup here, Pasquantino behind somebody like Bobby Witt, Marquez Garcia right there. Uh, he can make something happen as well on the HRR side. We got over under 7.5 in this spot though. We'll see what's gonna happen, man. I don't have a side on that one, truth be told. Favorite, I don't know who my favorite bat is. Bobby Witt, Stowers. Then for power, I'm looking at Bobby Witt, Stowers, Perez. Pasquantino, Hicks for hits and stuff like that. Garcia, even Lopez. I don't know what's going to happen in that game. Um, I don't know who's going to be pitching this one. You got Max Fried right here. Then you got I don't know who's going to be pitching here. You got Ian Hamilton right here. So I don't even know. We got over under 8 here. I don't even think I want to even bet on these bats. You got Spencer Strider there. Whatever, right? I think I'm gonna go past that one. Um, Charlie Morton, Taj Bradley. Charlie Morton been pitching pretty good. Charlie Morton. I was a little rusty when I'm in my groove now. I was a little rusty earlier, bro. I was a little rusty earlier. I got a couple of minutes before I put something together for this Cubs game. I was a little rusty earlier. Now I'm ready to go now. So Charlie Morton, as of late, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 games. Last 15 games. Now, there's a couple lower, I'll say from right here. I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 of his last 9 games, he's given up 3 runs or less. So that's something there. Um, you know, got to fiddle around with that leash. One thing I would say in Tampa Bay, in Tampa Bay, in Tampa Bay, right? So at Tampa Bay, he did go in there and pitch good right here. He gave him 6 innings, 7 Ks. That was interesting, right? That's the only game he pitched versus Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, that ballpark, can produce runs in that ballpark. Nice weather, shit like that, right? So, um, uh, hmm. All right, let's go look. Old Charlie Morton, man, pitching good as of late. Lefties, 6 bombs to lefties, 5 bombs to righties. On the road versus lefties, the walk percentage is not great, not good. The average is down. The barrel can be up, so we'll see what they can do, right? Uh, on the road versus righties, uh, mm, K percentage is down. So not the sexiest K percentage overall. So we'll see. So lefties is where he's probably pitching his worst at, and then on the road. But we'll see what's going to happen with that. Okay. So we'll look at Tampa Bay. Um, Charlie Morton is throwing that curveball followed by the fastball. Was the fastball was giving up 5 bombs on? Okay. So the curveball followed by the fastball. And if I wanted to, whoops, I could just go over here and filter it to that curveball. Uh, and we're looking at Aranda likes that curveball. Brandon Lowe, Aranda's not striking out on that curveball. Okay, 5% K rate on that curveball. Despite the low averages here for somebody like Josh Lowe and the rest of these guys, you got a 9% K rate for Lowe, 9 for Simpson, five for Chandler. I mean for Magnum, right? So even if these guys are in the lineup, just remember that secondary pitch, they don't strike out much on it. Brandon Lowe's got 4 bombs on that, right? We already know Brandon Lowe likes the fastball. We know that, right? Speaking of the fastball, I'll switch straight to it. We know Brandon Lowe likes that, right? He's batting 350. Nope, he's batting 360 on that. Simpson's batting 400 on that. Simpson already wasn't striking out on the other pitch. He hasn't struck out on the fastball none this year. Magnum, 10% K rate on that fastball. The other pitch, he only had like a 10 and 14% K rate there. So he can hit that pitch. Simpson can hit the pitches, the top two pitches. Brandon Lowe can hit the top two pitches. Aranda, you know, he really low on the strikeouts on that other pitch. Actually, I just put them together, right? And it's easier. All this shit is easier said than done when to get through hooping and hollering. But at the end of the day, there's some guys that can hit him on the lefties. He's pitching his worst versus lefties. Take a look at Brandon Lowe, detailed look. Just different options to help you figure out which way you want to go. He's got a bomb on each and every last one of his pitches. The top pitch he's throwing that curveball, not his friend. You know what I'm saying? But he does have two bombs on it. But everything else looks like it looks like a go. Like I said, 20 for 55 on that fastball. He loves it there. 10 for 25 on that cutter. Interesting. So Brandon Lowe is somebody you definitely want to look at. Jonathan Aranda. Uh, the curveball, the primary pitch, no bombs, 3 extra base hits. The barrel's down. He looks pretty good. Batting 400 on it. The fastball, he loves it there. 5 bombs, probably striking out on it, but 27%, 27 hits on 77 at bats, batting 350 on that, and then the changeup. Miranda looks good. Miranda looks good. And then you got your ancillary guys, which would be the Chandler Simpsons. Those guys, they don't strike out much. They be in the middle of that back of that lineup. You know what I'm saying? Simpson is somebody who will be looking for that fastball, but he don't strike out much. And then Magnum, who I found myself betting on a little bit more as of late. The top two pitches here, he's batting 571 on his top pitch, that curveball, and then the secondary pitch, he's batting 452 on that. Not a lot of bombs, but if you're looking for somebody who can get on base, that cutter, he really likes that cutter. He's 5 for 8. Looks like he hits that cutter every time he sees it. So, shit like that, right? So, does that, I mean, you take it for whatever it's worth, right? Take it for whatever it's worth. These guys at home, they at home. If I flick the home switch on it, some of these guys' averages goes up. So Aranda average goes from 371 to a 419. And Brandon Lowe, the usual suspects averages goes up a little bit. Those are the lefties where he's pitching whatever works to the lefties. Now you're looking at the righties here as to where he's throwing he's throwing that curveball, sinker, fastball. Okay. And so you can see some red on some of this. The sinker, we're going to get down to the bottom of it real quick. So Yandy Diaz batting 300. He's got 8 bombs. Junior's got 9 bombs. Now I'll hit the home switch here. And Junior Caminero, he goes from a 255 batting average to a 375 batting average. That's a whole 125 points. 250 to 375. He loves it at home, right? Yandy Diaz, pretty much the same, right? Pretty much the same, but you got more guys that like to hit this hit at home. Okay, take the home switch down. Some of these guys go down, right? So it is what it is. Now, Junior Caminero, definitely going to have some interest in him. We'll see what's going to happen, right? We'll see what's going to happen. Bringing it in as of late. They just came from off the road, though. They were on the road for quite some time, I want to say. But, yeah, they were. They were on the road. So that just reflects right there to show you so because when I fit the last month when I hit the home switch right now, they wasn't at home that much, right? So we might see an offensive spike here, maybe, because they going back home, right? And I lost a few bucks on Caminero in instances in this last little road trip because I want to say they were on the road for if I take a look at the game log, this Boston series, this Detroit series for sure, both of them series, they were on the road. I want to say, Don't quote me on that, but I want to say. Okay. So while we're here, let's see. So that curveball, um, Caminero's not that fond of that curveball, but that sinker and that fastball, he's shown the power on those pitches right there. Um, I can swing it in a little bit. What to the last month? How he's looked. Then I can bring it back out, and I can go to Yandy Diaz. Pretty much, Yandy probably was pretty much stagnant all the way through. The top pitch, that curveball, he's 5 for 11 on it, no home run, so he likes it there. 250 batting average on that sinker, he likes it there, and 333 batting average on that fastball. Probably one of his favorites because he's seen it much, but he's been sustainable on it. 11 extra base hits, 5 bombs. If you want me to bring it in, I can bring it in a little bit there and at least the last month and see what he's been doing. Right, so the fastball last month he's 1 for 6 on it. That one was a bomb. He'll definitely be looking to turn that around. The sinker and the curveball, whatever. Small sample sizes. Just wanted to bring it in and show you guys what to do. The usual suspects are going to be in play here. I'm not a big. I mean, I'm not too much scared of the K percentage here for Morton. Um, If I'm looking for a bomb, it would be somebody like I mean, they got 3 bomb candidates here when you're looking at Caminero. I don't usually take Yandy Diaz for bombs. That's just me. But Caminero, Aranda, and Lowe. But truth be told, Lowe would probably be the top candidate for me. I ain't even gonna lie. As far as Baltimore is concerned here, Taj Bradley. Um, he's giving up 5 bombs versus righties, and he's giving up 7 bombs versus lefties. At home versus lefties, he's giving up 5 bombs, and he's probably pitching his worst to lefties at home. To righties at home, he's giving up 3 bombs, 21% K rate. And if I take the home switch down, like I say, he's giving up 5 bombs to righties. I would be looking at the lefties right now. Pretty much, definitely. You know where he's not pitching his best at. He's actually throwing the fastball 48% of the time, followed by the splitter 31. Those are the top 2 pitches. So Ryan O'Hearn, definitely over the course of the season, 8% K rate with 354 batting average there. If I fit the home away switch there over the course of the season, Ryan O'Hearn's batting 321, Gunnar Henderson 311, and Jackson Holiday 294. Colton Cowser showing power numbers on the road. Isolated power was up, 10 extra base hits on the road, 6 home runs on the road, and his power numbers look pretty good. The fly ball is great, and then the the K rate is up there. That's on the road over the course of the season. I could bring it in as a whole to the last month and see what's been going on. This offense has been up and down. Sometimes I look at this offense and I still don't know what to do, who to bet on or anything. Sometimes I still don't know what to do. So last 4 weeks, this is how they've been looking. Halliday's batting 300 and O'Hearn's batting 300. Cedric Mullins looking. Mm, Gunnar Henderson, man. You know what I'm saying? Some strikeouts were there. Last 2 weeks, it might roller coaster to some other shit. I guess Jackson Holiday, whatever. So O'Hearn and Jackson Holiday look like some guys that you know what I'm saying. You probably really want to take a look at. Um, I could, I could, I could filter it up to like let's go look at Jackson Holiday like this. I'm just trying to figure out which way that I really want to look at it since this new update. I do like this pitches rolled out. But I do look at strikeouts a lot, bro, and something I'm going to be looking at. So uh, Jackson Holiday likes that curveball. He also has interest in that fastball. He's got 4 bombs on that for sure. So a hit I couldn't talk you off of. He's batting 250 on all the pitches, so it is what it is right there. That's over the course of the season, and then like I said, I can run it back in a little bit here and see how things look as of late. And as of late, I mean, there you have that, right? So whatever. Um, Ryan O'Hearn was the other guy. Um, Ryan O'Hearn looks pretty green. Now that fastball, he loves it there. He's the pitcher is throwing that fastball 48% of the time. I'm gonna have to take a strong look at Ryan O'Hearn. He's batting 342, 9 extra base hits, 7 bombs. I like it, right? Then his secondary pitch, the splitter, 7 for 15, 3 extra base hits. But I'm definitely interested in O'Hearn, especially with that fastball usage up there like that. How about lately, right? Did you stop hitting the fastball? Like what was going on? Let's see. Lately, 3-4-3, right. So hasn't seen much of it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean, I would be interested in I like this I like a spot for him. Let me see something. Who's the pitcher again? The pitcher is Taj Bradley. Let's see, Taj Bradley. Taj Bradley. Wow. Taj Bradley. Cowser, Gunnar Henderson, Mullins, O'Hearn. O'Hearn's batting 400 off him. Cedric Mullins batting 2 for 5, whatever. But O'Hearn is 5 for 12 with no strikeouts. That's significant. Gunnar Henderson is 7 for 17, 6 strikeouts, still batting 400. Very interesting there. But O'Hearn likes it, right? He likes it. 2 doubles, five hits, 2 doubles, and a bomb. O'Hearn is somebody that you would probably want to look at. So I'm definitely going to like O'Hearn there. Uh, I'm probably going to start taking a rain check as of late on these righties. They keep bouncing back and forth on my ass. Oh shit! Let me see righties. Bradley's throwing to righties. What's the total in this game? 9. I probably missed that 8.5. If I would have looked at this last night, I probably would have tried to slide in on the over, but or maybe a team total over. So he's throwing that fastball to righties. He's giving up 4 bombs to righties. He's throwing that fastball to righties 47% of the time. He likes that fastball. Let me key in on that fastball up there. He's giving up 5 home runs. At home, he's giving up to righties. It's been okay to righties. 5 bombs. Um, Loriano strikeouts over there. Gary Sanchez batting 500 on that fastball. Keep an eye out on him. If he's going to be in there, Tyler O'Neill's another guy you want to look at or wonder if he's in there. But uh, you got Rivera, Sanchez, and Loriano. These guys are hitting the fastball kind of okay-ish, right? Gary Sanchez. I'll be interested in him if he's in the lineup, you know. He'll be the guy that's be sitting back just waiting on that fastball if he's in the lineup because he's going to want to try to crush it. Gary Sanchez and then Ramon Laureano, probably the same story for him. Somebody who want to lamp on that fastball and see if he can catch it. He's 10 for 36 on that fastball. Uh, Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Mm. All right. Well, Detroit. Damn. One more game I'm gonna look at, man, before I get out of here. And I think I'm a. Hmm. So Milwaukee. Milwaukee been hitting lefties good. Tyler Glass. Now we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that shit. Straight up, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that game. And Milwaukee just beat the shit out of them. I think 2-1 or maybe swept their ass. We know this game here is gonna be fireworks. Should be fireworks. Over under 11 in course. We know what that do. I'm gonna take a look at this St. Louis game. Uh, Ivan Herrera should be back. So that's big for St. Louis. That's big for St. Louis. That's big for St. Louis, right? So let's take a look. Let's take a look. Palante. He's got a 63% ground ball rate. Three of his last 4 games, he's won 6 innings or better. That's very interesting there. Palante is a righty. Um, he's given up 14 bombs. Hasn't faced Arizona this season. On the road. 7-7 home runs. He's spreading the love. Pitching is worse to righties in general. On the road versus righties, he's given up 4 bombs. On the road versus lefties, he's given up 4 bombs. His XFIP numbers look good on the road versus lefties, so this looks like he's going to be okay. They expected him to be okay. Interesting, right? This is going to be some weird ass shit right here. I really like betting on St. Louis bats sometimes. Most of the times, it's just I don't know. I've got a newfound love or something. Them motherfuckers. That Donovan and Burleson combo, man. They've been boy. That's been a good combination when you're looking for hits and stuff like that. So we're gonna start off with Arizona bats. Okay, so Palante on the road. So Palante versus righties, he's giving up 7 bombs. He's giving up 7 bombs versus lefties. On the road, Palante on the road is got 281 batting average there. Oh shit, that Cubs game, right? I said I'm gonna do a same game parlay for that Cubs game. But I've taken the over already, and I took hits, runs, and RBIs for Bush, right? So I mean, I like pretty much everybody from Carson Kelly on down. Uh, I mean, you got guys spread it out all across this lineup as well. Bregman, I really like Bregman. He's good at baseball. Jaron Duran, I mean, I don't even know where to start, bro. Truth be told, I don't. Don't know where to start with this situation here. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna get ready to do. I'm gonna talk it out. Um, Probably gonna do two same game parlays. I am going to. Truth be told, I'm just betting HRRs, man. Straight up, I'm doing HRRs. You know what though? I can't pinpoint who I would like for a bomb on this Boston side, but Bush, I like Bush and Kelly, right? My home runs, ooh, man, I don't even know. Wait a minute. Let me take that back. Wait. Home run candidates will probably be number one, will probably be Bush. Damn. Between Suzuki, Kelly, I don't even know how to rate them. I don't. Bush, Kelly, Suzuki, Crow, Tucker, Bush. Man, I don't even know, man. Straight up. They're giving us 115 for Pete Crow. I'm taking that. HRR's in that cleanup spot. I'm taking that. All these numbers is affordable. They make me. It's just something fishy. Mm, mm, mm. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm getting ready to take Kelly, Crow, and Bush. Bush. Damn, Kelly plus money. Crow and Bush. Two hits, runs, and RBIs apiece, plus 450. Actually, I'm gonna take those same guys and I'm gonna take them for one. That's a plus 150. So maybe they don't get two, they might get one. If not, whatever the case may be. I'm going to take. I'm doing. I didn't want to mix any of those other players in. Now I am. I'm gonna take Bush to have some fun here. I'm gonna take Bush, Crow, Duran, Bregman, Suzuki, Tucker, Kelly. Just a fun same game parlay. All of them for like one, man. Rafaela and Abreu. And just play the game. Just play the whole damn game. Hopefully it pop off. I sprinkled on the over. I hope that I don't take no L's here. I don't take no L's here. And then I'm gonna take Bregman. Nope. What's the lineup? Roman Anthony, Navarez, Rafaela, Story, Abreu. Hmm. I guess bomb candidates. I guess a little two legger, Bush, Damn, Carson Kelly plus 700. Bush and Abreu. And take Bush straight, and I'm done. So I don't get my ass tore up this morning. But I haven't bet anything in some days, man. I was itching. I ain't gonna lie, but I kept the discipline. I kept it. Um, let's go. I forgot where we were going. Oh, we're at the Cardinals game. Let's go, Bush. I need a bomb right out the gate. Without ain't no fucking around. I need a bomb right out the gate, straight up. Palante, he's throwing. Um, fastball 36% of the time, followed by the sliders. Looking good on the slider. Uh, gave it up one bomb, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Uh, not the sexiest pitch mix, but whatever, right? So, Palante, Suarez. Oh, somebody mentions today's Suarez birthday. James McCann. On the road at home. 11 to 16 Suarez bombs came at home. McCann, he came back looking, Suarez, critic. Hmm. Um, let's see, Suarez. 9 of them bombs come on that fastball. He's throwing 72% of the I mean, 36% of the time. So his top two pitches, he's got 14 bombs on. All three of them, he's got a total of 16 bombs on them. So I guess lately, Suarez, mm, lefties, where Palante is giving up 4 bombs, 222 average there. If y'all got that Krispy Kreme, uh, if y'all got that Krispy Kreme, um, they got the little. You buy a dozen, you get a one for 88 cents. So I'm getting ready to go get that shit right before work. So it is what it is with that situation. Right after this stream, in a few minutes. Mm. So he's throwing that fastball 69% of the time to lefties. So I got to reiterate that. Let me go back in and get these fastballs up here. 7. Wait a minute, man. I'll tell you. They look like they're gonna be back at a full go. Hmm. More than likely, I'm probably gonna look at the over in this game at a 9. Probably gonna have to take the over. Probably gonna have to take the over here. Okay, so the fastball, yeah, okay, that's projected lineup though. So the fastball, I mean, Corbin Carroll 8 bombs, 7 bombs from Marte, batting 364. Of course, as of late, they probably, they probably look a little bit different as of late. How about the last 3 weeks? Yeah, right. So guys in and out of lineup, people hurt. Marte 1 for 9, whatever case may be. They've had a chance to reset themselves. Perdomo's got 2 bombs within the last 2 weeks. Don't know if he's going to be in the lineup. McCarthy has a few bombs. It's just like the next man up type of shit, you know. But last six weeks, uh, So I don't, versus righties, this team has been, pretty cool, right? Pretty good versus righties. We'll see what's going to happen as of late. Historically they've been good versus righties. Their lineup should be intact today, so we'll see what's going to happen, right? We'll see what's going to happen. Let me see something. Josh Naylor here. He likes that fastball. He's been 300 on that fastball. Josh Naylor. Could Marte. Yeah, 7 bombs on that fastball. The rest of the pitches 6 for 7 for. Hmm. Corbin Carroll. I looked at Corbin Carroll. All right, interesting game. Interesting game. I'm probably going to look towards the over. That's probably what I'm going to look towards. We'll see. Probably. But Brandon Fott, 8 bombs to lefties, right? Wait. Brandon Fott, 10 bombs to lefties. Brandon Fott, 7 bombs to righties. Brandon Fott, at home versus righties. One of those home runs, one of his 7 home runs to righties come at home. And so he's been holding the bombs down at home somehow. But he's been, from lefties, he's been getting hit for a higher average than righties there. So we'll see. Take a look at those lefties here. So Donovan, Burleson, of course, right? We've been eating on them for a decent amount of time, eating off them. He's throwing the fastball, changeup, nothing too alarming. What I would do here, I know it's going to be, let's see. So it's no secret that Burleson and Donovan been hitting this pitch mix all season long, right? Last 8, 300, 300. Last 4, uh, 250, 300. Then you probably go back to the last 2 weeks. Then both of them probably hitting 300. You know what I'm saying? So 400 and 357 and shit like that. So Burleson and Donovan, you could just definitely close your eyes and bet on those two motherfuckers. At least for a hit or something like that. So, it is what it is with that situation. When you're looking at Donovan, he's batting his top 2 pitches. Uh, he's batting 400 on both of them over the course of the season. If I bring it in for Donovan, last four weeks or whatever, um, he's batting 500 on that fastball and 400 on that whatever. But the fastball, he's 10 for 18 with 4 bombs in the last 4 weeks, so he really likes it there. And like I said, you know, it is what it is. Um, and then Burleson, probably the same old song, right? Burleson, he's green on all the pitches except for this last cutter down there, where he's throwing 3%, 4%. So the home runs are there. I mean, the hits are there. Uh, I could break it down. The last month, he's 5 for 21 on that fastball and 4 for 10 on that changeup. Okay. So to righties, it looks like he's throwing that sinker and something else. Sinker, sweeper, fastball. Sinker, sweeper, fastball. What's this K rate? 21%. I'll tell you this. This boy's got a 13 barrel rate. Expected batting average around 306. And its ERA, expected ERA around 620. Like, they got to be getting ready to hit this fuck out of this boy, right? So, the usual suspects here, and then you got Ivan Herrera added to the mix. He hasn't played in quite some time, but we can look at him versus these pitches here. Um, he was pretty good. He's going to be in the lineup, right? So you couple that with, these guys, they not, or Arenado, 7% K rate. Mason Wynn, 15, 22.3 for Contreras, a little bit over average. Herrera, 16%. Mason Wynn, 15%. So, and then you got the lefties who, 11% for Donovan, 11% for Burleson, 15% for Newbar. Gonna see who's gonna be in this lineup. If your ass sitting here with a motherfucking expected batting average of 300, I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? So we got over under 9 here. St. Louis Cardinals are still the dogs, and team totals probably sitting at 4.5 apiece here. I can only see 4.5. Can't see 5.5 for nobody. Right. So 4.5 apiece for both of them. So I do think I think the Cardinals can manufacture some runs. So I lean towards the over team total for the Cardinals here. I ain't even gonna lie. And if you feel like, the dogs can be barking, they there you go. You know what I'm saying? If you can't pinpoint on who's gonna get the hits and stuff like that, you can look at the over. You know what I'm saying? Um St. Louis got him for 3 earned runs last time they seen him. Somebody hit a bomb. Mason Wynn hit a bomb. I'll be looking for small ball here though. I ain't looking for no bombs. I'll be looking for small ball on the St. Louis Cardinal side, hits, runs, and RBIs and stuff like that. What happened, Bush? Did you walk or did you single? Walked. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Been streaming for a while now. Streaming for a while now. But for the games we did look at, tell you right here, we definitely took the over here, and I took Bush hits, runs, and RBIs 1.5. That was the official play for me. I just sprinkled in some more plays, but that game is live right now. Um, O'Neal Cruz is in play, right? Let me refresh this. O'Neal Cruz is in play, right? Brian Reynolds, those guys are in play for hits. Um, Damn, I forget the kid's name, but I definitely wanted to bet him. I had interest in him. Um, I want to see what this lineup comes out. All these lineups. Ben and Teddy is looking like somebody, I couldn't talk you off of. They got a few guys here, man. Chat liked a few guys here, Sosa, stuff like that, but not nothing I want to get myself hung up in towards this game. Same thing here for the bats here. I just right. Both of these pitchers strikeouts are in play. C slash last numbers was at 5.5, and the parlay piece I couldn't talk you off of that. Was wondering if I can get to his outs. Uh, just coming out of All Star break, shit is kind of weird right now, right? As of late, some of these top bats have been striking out. Low and Wood was striking out. Uh, as of right now, looking at the numbers, if I had to take anybody for a hit or something like that, it would probably be Abrams. In this instance, uh, Merrill, keep an eye on Merrill. Soroka pitching his worst versus lefties. That fastball, Merrill hit 2 bombs off of Wheeler as of late. That fastball. So keep him. Yeah, hey, Tatis and Machado is who they're going to be, but keep an eye out for Merrill. One lefty. That's it. Just one lefty. So Luzardo, he's pitching his worst versus righties. These motherfuckers will strike out, so his strikeouts are in play. But, if there was whispers that, Luzardo was tipping his pitches and da 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 da. He won't see no lefties. One lefty, that's it. So he's got a 40% K rate to lefties. They're not bringing no lefties. But these righties will strike out too. Hoppy, I would target him versus a lefty. Historically, I would target Soler versus a lefty. Trout is good at baseball. Some of these motherfuckers will strike out. I have to go back and look. And then I don't know who that is pitching, right, for LA. So yeah, I mean, I had mixed thoughts about this game. I still wanted to take a stab at Luzardo Case. I really did. But I don't know. Lean towards the over case for him. But he's pitching his worst versus righties, so you might want to fade. Um, it's going to be Toronto or nothing for me. I just want to, see what's going to happen here. Uh, it's going to be Toronto or nothing for me in this spot. Uh, with these pitchers here on the mound and the current form that the Giants were in, they got some nice names right there. They just need to put it together. This is the projected lineups for both teams. Right now, it's going to be Toronto or nothing for me. Money line. If I did bet them, I might have put something with it, try to reduce some of that juice, but it is what it is. Bats, I don't mind Springer and I don't mind Bichette. If I'm taking anybody for a bomb, it would probably be Springer. Nathan Lukes was looking, and Will Wagner as lefties look good as of late. Rain check for me on San Francisco Bats. I got the weight on them. If I'm looking for a bomb on the athletic side, it would have to come from Kurtz and or Kurtz and or damn, I forget his name. But I don't know if he's going to be in the lineup. I forgot his name just that fast. Um, hmm. I want to go get it for y'all, but I got a brain fart right there. So, but Rooker, overall, I do like Rooker bat. Um, I do like Jose Ramirez. That's about it, right? But on the Cleveland side, but can I see the dogs barking here? Suzuki Bomb, damn. Suzuki Bomb, yep. Suzuki Bomb, 3-run joint, no outs. We finna go upside their motherfucking head. I took the over though. So how did Tucker get on? An- Another a walk, back-to-back walks for him. How many pitches he didn't throw? 19 with no outs. Yeah, he gonna have a hard time in the shy today. Um, Man, if I was betting this game, I mean Slade Ciccone been good. Let me cut it out. Let me cut it out, right? Slade Ciccone been good. He's pitching his worst to lefties, bumped to some of these lefties, man. Straight up. I like Rooker though. Rooker looks good. TJ Frito, Brandon Nemo, those guys I'll be looking for a hit. Not a fan of what's going on here. Mets been terrible versus lefty, so it is what it is. With that situation, you can look at it. Bet, J Mac, bet. So Kansas City, Miami. Star Wars looks great to me, right? Seth Lugo, much like a few of these other pitchers who he will give up a bomb, but he can stick in there. Yeah, they banging. Pete just doubled. Yeah, yeah. That's why when I did that same game parlay, I want to do something with the team that you like. You don't have to put them other motherfuckers in the lineup. You ain't got to put them in there. You don't. And put don't put all them other motherfuckers in there. So I didn't cast already. You see what I'm saying? I didn't cast the what's name already. The let me see which ones I didn't cast. Let's see. No, I did not. No, I did not. Kelly got to do something. Anything for me at least to cash that plus 140 that HRR. And then I'll do one like with the Boston side, and then maybe I'll mix them up like that. But you don't really want to. You don't want to mix all that shit up like that. Kelly pops out. That's all right. Might have to take Kelly for a bomb later because I feel it. I feel it. Um, So, I mean, the usual suspects, Bobby Witt, because this lineup right here. So, Perez and Bobby Witt going into the All Star game been looking good. Both of them got multiple bombs within the last 7 days or last week. I'm looking for Caglione to have a better season, second half. Garcia, I could look at this hits runs and RBIs in that cleanup spot. But Pasquantino, if he's hot, he can do some cleaning up too. So, uh, for power, I'll be looking at Perez. If I'm looking for home runs here, it would be Stowers, Bobby Witt, then Perez. I like Stowers all the way across the board, and I like Liam Hicks for a hit. We'll see who's going to be in the lineup. I skipped over this game. Strikeouts and play for Strider. I skipped over this game. Strikeouts and play for Strider. Primary. Who the fuck is the opener? Okay, Brubaker is the primary. I gotta go look at that shit. Um, Interesting here. Holiday. I mean, O'Hearn, right? This feels like a Tampa Bay spot to me. At home, where their numbers are better. All their numbers are better at home. Um, Brandon Lowe. If I had to rank these bats, I don't even know how to rank them, right? But I'd like Tampa Bay chances at home. I like Tampa Bay bats to wake up at home, despite Charlie Morton pitching good, right? He just pitched good versus them. I just feel like Tampa Bay probably finna get ready to turn up here. That's the way I feel. Coming back home, that's what I feel. Now, Caminero, better at home. Randa, better at home. Brandon Lowe is pretty good. Um, Diaz is pretty good. Magnum can hit. Simpson can hit. One, two, three, four, five. I like the first five, boy. I like them first five bats today, for sure. I do. My favorite bat over here would probably be Ryan O'Hearn. I need to see what these lineups going to look like. Definitely want to know if who's going to be in there between Laureano and Gary Sanchez. I want to know that. I think I like Gary Sanchez a little bit more than I like Laureano. Uh, Ryan O'Hearn, I like him. He's my favorite bat from Baltimore. Favorite bat from Baltimore. I don't really say Brandon Lowe a lot, but it's gonna probably have to be Brandon Lowe. But these guys, Caminero and Aranda, they're pretty good at home. And Yandy Diaz is just a savvy veteran. He's just who he is. Yeah, I like Tampa Bay in that one, man. We'll see what's gonna happen. Probably a game I'm gonna look at work. Detroit, Texas, Minnesota, and Colorado bombs away, right? It's gonna have to be bombs away. Didn't look at it. It's core, so it is what it is. Donovan, Burleson, those are my favorite bats. Mostly all the time when I look at St. Louis, I expect for them guys to get busy. Brandon Pfaadt with a expected batting average of about 300. Uh, she expected ERA around 6. So I expect him to get hit by these guys. He just gave up 3 runs to these guys. Lean towards the over here. Donovan to lefties. He's throwing a predominant fastball 70% of the time. Carroll, Marte, Naylor, everybody loved that. Um, don't quote me on that. Chat said Suarez's birthday today. So we'll see what's going to happen with that situation. Seattle, Houston, I did not look at this game. One thing I'll tell you, Seattle, they would strike out a little bit more at home than they do on the road. The Dodgers, I expect fireworks. I expect fireworks in this game, some shape, form, or fashion. We have a 8.5 over under here. Um, Milwaukee been great versus lefties coming into the All Star game, but I do look. I'm looking for the Dodgers to put up some runs here, to get off the schneid, put up some runs. We'll see what's going to happen. I didn't look at this game, so I can't even really say. Only thing I can say is them boys been hitting good at versus lefties, the Milwaukee Brewers. Quick look at the joints here, and we out of here. Bomb for Ramirez, bomb for Rosarina, Kurtz a bomb, a Judge a bomb, Murphy a bomb. That's what Jackson likes. Cease over K's. Soroka over K's. Lugo under 2.5 runs. Morton under 2.5 runs. That's very interesting. We're gonna see. Um, Bassett over 5.5 pitching strikeouts. Pitching strikeouts. So peace out, fam. I'm out.